As you probably know, last year I bought a bit of a wreck, but a wreck with ocean going pedigree. It's a 42 foot James Wareham Designs Pahi 42. It's taken a lot of blood, sweat and tears to take her from her rotten state, which I found her in, to this state of a bare bones basic sailing project. And now I'm making my way up to the North Sea through the Netherlands. Last week I came to the realisation that I really need crew to sail this boat, especially in the state that she's in at the moment. And this week I get my crew, I meet so many interesting and inspiring people, lots of upgrades and fixes, an experimental autopilot, and again travelling in this beautiful country of the Netherlands, and lots of sailing. So I hope you enjoy the video. Thanks so much for watching. You've got to respect the guys that go out on days like today. Big respect to the Dutch sailors. I'm not quite ready for that just yet, especially not on my own. It's surprising, there's quite a few people out. Obviously they will be sort of used to going out in this weather and have confidence in the boats and everything, but big respect to them. This is a great boat spotting. Another Pahi has come into the anchorage. What a beauty. So nice to see the 31 foot version of this boat sailing. I'm gonna go and have a look and have a poke around his boat and see how it is. I've not been on many other Warems actually, so it's always interesting to see them. Super nice to see this one come in really heavy wind as well. And some friends came in as well on a huge 30-meter clipper, so I'm gonna go and have dinner with them as well. It's funny, this sailing, cruising, you can be alone for a long time and then all of a sudden you've got friends around you. How was the sail today?
Quite scary actually. It blew up to 30 knots. That was kind of scary because I was under full sail, full main and screecher.
Really? With this, looks like a spinnaker.
Yeah, no, it's not. I think it's a reacher, half window, we could say in Dutch.
Wow.
When the gusts came in too hard, let the sail flap,
yeah,
and then go off again. So yeah, but I've been sailing my whole life. So first thing I did in my life was buying a sailboat when I was 13. Did newspaper delivery on my brother name because you had to be 14.
And have you had Warems before? Is this your first one?
No. I've been sailing smaller catamarans like an A-Cat and a Tornado. And then I was in South Africa and I bought a Tiki 26. And then because of the COVID I couldn't go there. And then I saw this one and I was so stupid to buy it because it costed me too much working.
Yeah, because you saw my catamaran in the
Yeah.
anchorage and you considered it as well, but you just thought,
right.
No. Yeah.
I thought it was too big and too much to do for somebody my age, you know?
Yeah.
For you it's a different story.
Yeah.
See, these are the problems. With your boat you have enough carrying capacity to do things like that. You need a good fridge and you want a proper dinghy, but where do you leave? I have a pump up dinghy, but that's not the same as a rib.
What's happening with the beams? Have you?
I built 2 new ones because they were rotten. I thought I'm gonna paint it. Then I called a guy in the north of the country and they do restoration of old churches and windmills, 400 years old windmills. And I asked them what should I do to protect the wood. He said nothing.
Yeah.
I said, no, you can't mean nothing, that's a joke. Eh? He said, no, I mean nothing. He says, if you have original wood and when it gets wet, even if it's a week wet, but after it dries up again, it's gonna be perfect.
Yeah.
When you paint it and the wetness gets trapped under the paint, then you get rot.
My strong points.
And now for an evening with Noemi and Freek. Where's Freek? Can you see him? So these guys have, it's 30 meters, right? 30 meter clipper.
Yep.
And you sail around the inland lakes and the Wadden Sea.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm hoping to go up to the Wadden Sea, and these guys are going to give me loads of good advice and good beer too. So
And the news charts.
new charts. And these guys on this huge ship, they will go out there and just dry out. They take passengers. You can also rent Meridian as well. So link in the description for that. Amazing to be on board. Again, we're going to have some beers and exchange information, although actually they'll just be telling me all the info. But yeah, she's a beautiful ship and a pleasure to be on this historic vessel. So this is the mainsail winch, right?
Yes.
Flippin' heck.
And now you would have the honor to raise the gaff for us. Go for it. Faster! Faster! You're not there yet. And hold it. Super, super nice. You can come sail with us.
Yeah, it's super easy.
We do this because the condensation of the night, or if it rains, it goes outside of the sail.
You and Frake alone can sail the boat?
Yes, we can sail the boat alone. The motor here
Yeah.
can lift the sail more slowly than I could, but at the
Yeah.
end of it, I'm exhausted. The foresail is by hand, and the other sails are by hand too, but when we're with the both of us, we don't use them mostly.
Just take it easy.
Yeah.
She's a beauty.
She is.
Make sure you check out Frake and Noemi's chartering business. So if you have a large group of people and you want a proper nice holiday, like you'd come to places like Horn and to the places that we're going to be sailing to, check out their page because they're really nice and fun, generous people as well. So if you're in the market for like a proper holiday, then check out the link in the description. Also, Frake and Noemi gave me a nice pulley which we're going to use on today's sail, because we're going up, not even too far really today, but up to a little town called Enkhuizen, and we're going to go through a lock. But they gave me a really nice block which I can tension my mainsail with. So yeah, really generous of them. Check them out. All right, got a crew member on board today. You've seen him in the videos before. His name is Sil. He's had surgery on his knee, so he's going to be the helmsman, and I can just mess around with the sails, and yeah, it's going to be much nicer. Really light winds though today, so nothing too crazy, but hopefully over the next few days it's going to pick up and we can do more epic sailing. But yeah, we're off to Enkhuizen probably in 10 minutes. Get the mainsail up, slip away from the mooring, and we'll be on our way.
Four knots.
4 knots.
Yeah. 3.9. 4.
I think just having this has helped actually so much. Sail shape's much nicer, even with my broken battens. As always, my Yankee is beautifully filled. Beautiful. How's it going, Sil?
Yeah, good.
What do you think of Mahi the Pahi?
It's solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, moving very nicely.
Nice wind as well.
Very agile. Yeah.
So we were going downwind, loosey-goosey, just to get around that ship. We just tacked up and we're sort of turned up to a bit of a close hold position. There's no like creaking or squeaking. Everything seems very solid for now, so that's really nice. We tensioned the rig in a little bit before we left. Another batten in my main snapped. The real problem now with those battens is getting them out, so we'll try and get them out at some point. But yeah, really nice to have a helping hand. Just then when we were changing course a bit, it was, you know, I'm trying to hold the sail, and just having someone there is always very nice. We might be going a bit close hold to get up to the lock, but yeah, should be all right. When there's one boat, it's sailing. When there's two boats, it's racing. I've found myself in a race with a big old steel boat, which I should be winning. But we are going a little bit close hold, and all my battens are
That was an absolutely beautiful sail, really not that long, about 10 miles. Putting down the sails and sorting all that out while Sil was steering, 100 times better. So we're gonna go for a lock now, which actually goes over a highway, so hopefully I can get the drone up and see it. We've got fenders and ropes on the starboard side, and hopefully this will all go well. I'll go and put my life jacket on, I think.
Bring her a bit more to the front. Yeah? Well, then again, I think it'll close soon. Alright, back off. Awesome.
That was a close one. I only just had enough time to grab the drone, to land it and then take the ropes off. But we're through now to a little place called Enkhuizen. We're going to find the anchorage around here and chill for the night. How do you say welcome by? Welcome by Enkhuizen.
Welcome in.
Okay. Welcome in Enkhuizen. Flipping heck, absolutely flying in reverse, this guy. We actually anchored outside of Enkhuizen because it's completely free, but we've come in on the dinghy. Well, it's very busy, like the boats are rafted up, 2 or 3 boats each. I think a lot of people just stay for the night or a couple of nights, and you get access to the showers and water and electricity. Would probably only be 12 euros or something, which comparing to the Mediterranean is really cheap. So Enkhuizen is another city which formed the VOC along with Hoorn and Amsterdam and I think a couple of others, and so far it looks very nice. This is another anchorage which is just outside Enkhuizen. Some really nice boats, but you have to pay here as well, but you also get access to showers. So many boats here in the Netherlands. That marina, the marina over there, it is crazy how many roller furlings and sails. Flipping heck. Sil's just tensioning the forestay, so we're using that block that Freek and Noemi gave us to put more tension on the forestay so we can get it tighter. It was quite loose yesterday, or there was a lot of flex in the forestay. Well, we're having a bit of a lazy day today and we've just got the main up. Hopefully we can sort out the batten situation, because I run the risk of ripping the sails now in the batten tracks. After today we're definitely going to try and get them out. We'll see if we can source some. But yeah, we're just cruising along really nicely and it's beautiful. I'm actually shaking a little bit because from flying the drone. I nearly crashed it on the way in. But yeah, it's lovely, peaceful and fast, considering we've only got one dodgy mainsail. So we are in the lake, but because of the wind, sort of getting up to sort of 20 knots. Actually, there is a little bit of a swell, but the fact that we're going downwind, obviously you're not really going to feel it. Well, it's probably only 80 centimeters getting up for a meter, not even that, but it's nice to yeah, feel like the boat is solid. We just keep pushing it and pushing it, and doing little repairs here and there. But yeah, super nice to experience a bit of proper swell for the first time. It's not really proper swell, but it's all right. But she's cruising along nicely. We're coming into Mackham now. With the wind being as it is, coming from the back, we are going to obviously turn up into the wind to lower the mainsail. Obviously we'll have the engines on to help with that as well. It's going to be interesting to see how the engines deal with this swell. I think it might be a bit uncomfortable until we get through the gates. I'm pretty sure the engines will be bobbing in and out of the water a little bit, but we'll see how it goes. Quite choppy, hey?
Yeah.
Short. Yeah, really good. It was quite rocky. I thought the engines would be coming out of the water, but they didn't. I think maybe once. Obviously it doesn't look choppy at all on screen, but it was a fair little chop. A short chop as well, that's the thing. It's a short one.
Yeah, that's don't smell.
So we arrived, and I didn't film any of it because, well, we got stuck around behind this boat. We wanted to get a nice shallow anchorage, but we actually got stuck in mud. With the help of the dinghy, we managed to get off. Also, this port engine cut out and wouldn't give high revs. I do think perhaps it's got a bit of a weak fuel pump because it doesn't start as well as the other one. But anyway, we're at anchor now. It's going to be pretty hectic winds over the next 4 or 5 days, so we might be stuck here a little bit, but it looks like around and about here there's like a lot of boat shops, and hopefully can sort my battens out and keep checking this engine, and hopefully we'll be all right in this anchorage. And we can also check out Mackham, and yeah, it's not a bad place to be stuck. Have a little seat.
Yeah. Stretch her out. Which corner is that? Is that the long?
This will be the short. Oh yeah.
I don't know. I think this thing is way oversized.
Yeah.
Alright, maybe scooch her up.
How's it going?
Yeah, not bad. It's a bit fluffier on this side.
Yeah, I think as soon as you pull tension thatwards, she'll get nice and yeah.
So this morning we just made up sort of a bit of a janky net, but it's a good safety. It's going to hold our weight if we did fall, and also we can store fenders there as well. We're going to go now to the port. We're actually going to moor up. It's going to get really windy over the next sort of 3 or 4 days, up to more than 40 knots. So being next to electricity, water, and pretty safe, not worrying about the anchor all the time, is going to be much nicer. And yeah, so we're going to go there now, and hopefully in this wind it'll be all right. We'll see. Okay, loose. Loose? Yeah. Yeah, I forgot to press the record button, flipping heck, but everything went so smooth. Sil, he's a maestro on the engines, proper good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Catamaran is good fun.
Definitely more composed than I am, so yeah.
No way.
Yeah,
You would have
definitely.
this as well.
Well, maybe, but it just went perfectly. We just slotted in very nicely. We had some help on the dock from people.
Extra hands is always good.
Yep. So yeah, we're tied on. We're gonna go see the harbour master, and hopefully it won't be too expensive, because 12 meters by 6 meters. Well, actually it's 12.8 by 6.8 or something. So might be a bit pricey, but it's been about a month and a half since I've been in a marina, been at anchor the whole time. We've just been cleaning up a bit. We're attaching the inner forestay again, because obviously we had to take it off to put the netting on. Now we're sort of on the dock. Obviously everyone can see the boat properly, and it's an absolute mess, but everyone's so interested in the boat, like what the heck is this boat? I think over the winter definitely I'm more wanting to make the boat look presentable, because right now it's a proper mess. But we stowed away the engine from my old dinghy. One thing I've not mentioned as well, I've actually bought Sil's dinghy off him. It's a really good sort of catamaran dinghy, and also we got a 9.9 Yamaha 2-stroke. Sil had one on that same dinghy, and it's just such a good engine, and yeah, being 2-stroke, super reliable. And yeah, the last one, the engine was cutting out and doing all sorts of dodgy stuff, so hopefully I'll take it back to the UK with my dad and we can fix it. But just trying to tidy up a little bit so that we look less homeless or vagabondy, which is kind of difficult because this boat is very vagabondy. I'm pretty vagabondy as well. €61.50 for 3 nights, which for a boat of this size is just a proper good deal. €20 a night. Sil's got the beer. €20 a night. Imagine this boat in the Mediterranean. In some marinas you're looking at 200 a night, so.
Yeah, but we're not in the Mediterranean.
We're not in the Mediterranean. Yeah, exactly, we're not in the Mediterranean.
We're in Friesland, bro. There's not much here.
She's got her own charms, Friesland. So this is a perfect example of doing a silly job to save time, only to make it
take way much more effort and time. Anyway, I've been to see the sail maker, and he said, yeah, if I bring the sail to him, he'll put some battens in it. So hopefully we'll be able to get these battens out easy enough. Then I'll go in the dinghy and take the sail, and hopefully we can get it done. So today the wind is crazy. This is where we are. I would not like to be out there. So we're right in the north of the Netherlands, just waiting for a good window to go up to the sea, 25 to 44 knots. So a guy called Peter is coming today. He's actually developing his own autopilot. We're going to try and install one, or we'll see what we get done today. It's going to be interesting to see his autopilot, and he's going to give me one to try out. It sounds really cool, really nice. So
that's why I make an autopilot, which is really easy to set up, and also to, as a novice, and when you're tech savvy, you can build this autopilot yourself. That's the idea.
Yeah.
And I was good at programming and very bad at electronics, so I burned up my second PCB, and I thought, okay, holy shit, these parts are expensive. So, but your phone also has a compass. So I thought the main input for an autopilot is the gyroscopes and the compass. So I thought, let's just use the compass of the phone. It's already calibrated, no need to worry about anything. Just send a Bluetooth command to a motor controller and it goes left and right. And that turned out to be really easy. So the only thing you need to do is install the app, hook up 6 little wires, and then you got a working autopilot. So the only thing is you need to have your phone lying still on your boat, because if it moves, your boat will move and will steer like crazy. So I'm now building a second version with an integrated compass. So getting back to the complicated part already. That's the part that I'm now developing. I just tested it out on the Wadden Sea for 3 weeks with my family on board out at sea, and it worked perfectly. So I'm now making a proper PCB. Those units I will sell, and you can use it as a backup system, and you can use it with whatever motor you want, hydraulics, linear actuators, or the wheel drive that you mount on your helm. This is the linear actuator I use for testing on my little bench at home. My boat is hydraulic. It doesn't even matter. It's always the same. The only thing you need to do is hook up the 2 wires that come out of your motor. This is a very advanced actuator with precision feedback. This is also what I use at my desk at home, just a lithium battery. Yeah, so we can have a few options. So now it uses the phone compass. This is the heading. It's off now. So you can now manually steer the boat if it's connected. If you turn it on, it's now, you set it to 12 degrees, the heading is 2. So if you put, so now it tries to correct. It's 3 degrees off, so it tries to correct. It's not enough, it's not moving, so it tries to correct. So if you really go very hard, it will go really strong to one side. Now it gets crazy. Okay, let's put it back to 12 again. Then you have the option to use the phone compass, the autopilot compass, the GPS, or the wind. So if you use the autopilot compass, you see now if I rotate the box, which is mounted to it, there's the compass. So if you turn it on now, so, and this is actually, it reacts to the movement of the boat. So an autopilot tries to steer the course, but it mainly tries to hold the course, so not moving and going to the course. So
nice,
super easy,
super simple.
Yeah.
we've just been making a quick bracket. We want to just check that everything works first, so we are doing a bit of a dry fit, and what you see, this installation is not final, it's just to test it.
I think we need to really tighten that down.
Yeah.
Actually, even the wood is also giving, so that says something about the amount of forces applied.
Yeah.
So eventually you have to go for the wheel mount, because if you have to attach the tiller and walk away from the steering helm, connect or deconnect it, and once there's an urgent situation with a fishing trawler crossing, you need to quickly disconnect. So, but those wheel drives are pretty easy to come by.
Huge thanks to Peter for bringing his system. So we sort of worked out that having this actuator is not right for the boat, but the software, the hardware that he's made, I'm going to be using, potentially get a wheel pilot. So if you're interested in this system, which you can DIY as well, then there's a link in the description. In other news, just picked up my sails today with battens, so we're going to get the sail on and then we're going to sail to the sea, to the Wadden Sea. The conditions look perfect for it. We're going to hopefully catch the right tide and dry out on a sandbank, which is just going to be amazing if we manage to pull it off. So yeah, we're going to get the sail on and then we'll do our best to get there on time. Sorry to you guys still watching. I'm going to end the video there, but in the next video you will see me travel to the sea, probably for the first time that Mahi has ever touched salty water, and it's going to be an epic one. There's intentional groundings, unintentional groundings, strong tides, strong winds, and an incredibly epic sail. So next video is going to be a good one. Make sure you check out the links to Frake and Noemi's charter ship Meridian. I can guarantee you it will be a holiday like no other. Maybe like if there's a family or if you have a large group of friends and you want to have a proper different holiday, and you'll also see the places which I've seen. It would be amazing. Also, Peter's autopilots, we're actually going to work together on a wheel pilot, and then I will have a proper autopilot, because his hardware box is really good, really simple, really love it. So check out the link in the description for that as well. Huge thanks as well for my patrons and coffee givers. If you haven't seen the update from Friday, go and check it out. I'll go into more detail about the sail and life on the sea and where I am now and what I'm doing. And yeah, there was my mast was doing some pretty funky things, so you can go check that out if you're a patron and a coffee giver. But yeah, thanks so much just for watching, your support, encouragement, I really appreciate it, and thanks for sticking with me, just posting one video every 2 weeks as well. But yeah, thanks again. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Alright, thank you very much, bye bye.